now. And then Chapters, got a couple books, gonna get a few more, and yeah. So again, I'm very much into psychological thriller, so you guys will sense a theme with all these books that they are somewhat of the psychological thriller genre. If you guys have any psychological thriller recommendations, please leave them down in the comment section down below, and I will add them to my list. So that's the second one. So the third one I got is Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. This one I'm very excited to read when I go up north, because this seems like a vibe that you would read when you go up north. So the back of the book says, Fern Brookbanks has wasted too much of her adult life thinking about Will Baxter. She spent just 24 hours in her early 20s with the aggravatingly attractive and idealistic artist, a chance encounter that spiraled into a day-long adventure in Toronto. The timing was wrong, but their connection was undeniable. They shared every secret, every dream, and made a pact to meet again. 1 year later, Fern showed up, Will didn't. At 32, Fern's life doesn't look at all how she once imagined it would be. Instead of living in the city, Fern's back home, running her mother's Muskoka Lakeside Resort, something she vowed never to do. The place is in disarray, her ex-boyfriend is the manager, and Fern doesn't know where to begin. She needs a plan, a lifeline. To her surprise, it comes in the form of Will, who arrives 9 years late, suitcase in tow, and an offer to help on his lips. Will may be the only person who understands what Fern's going through, but how can she possibly trust this expensive suit-wearing mirage who seems nothing like the young man she met all those years ago? Will is hiding something, and Fern's not sure what she wants to know. But 10 years ago, Will Baxter rescued Fern. Can she do the same for him now? Again, very excited about this, and I kind of like how it's based out of Muskoka and Toronto, so this kind of hits close to home because Toronto is where I'm from. Muskoka, I hang out a lot because family friends have a cottage in the Muskoka area. And yeah. The next one is another one by Lucy Foley. This is The Paris Apartment. So it says, meet the residents of number 12 Rue de Mont, a beautiful old apartment building in the city of light. The socialite, the nice guy, the alcoholic, the girl on the verge, the concierge. Everyone's a neighbor, everyone's a suspect, and everyone knows something they're not telling. See you in Paris. I had this on my reading list a while ago, but I never got around to picking it up. Then when I went to do my Christmas shopping and I went to Chapters to get a couple things, I saw this, I picked it up, and I'm happy I picked it up because every time I wanted to pick it up, it was never available. The next one I have is another one that was on my reading list for a while. This one's by Riley Sager. It says The House Across the Lake. And the last one is The Manor House by Gilly McMillan. So last but not least, we have The Manor House by Gilly McMillan. And the synopsis is on the inside, so I'm just going to read a little bit of that. It says, childhood sweethearts Nicole and Tom are a normal loving couple until a massive lottery win changes their lives overnight. Soon they move into a custom-built, state-of-the-art glass barn on the stunning ground of Langcourt Manor in Gloucestershire. So this is in England, I believe. They have fancy cars, expensive hobbies, and an exclusive lifestyle they never could have imagined. But this dream world quickly turns into a nightmare when Tom is found dead in the swimming pool. Nicole is devastated. Tom was her rock. And their beautiful barn with all its smart features that never seem to work for her is beginning to feel very lonely. But she's not entirely by herself out there in the country. There's a nice young couple who live in the manor itself, along with their middle-aged housekeeper, who is the coach house. And an old friend of Tom's from school has turned up to help her get through her grief. But big money can bring big problems and big threats. Was Tom's death a tragic accident, or was it something worse? And is her life in danger as well? Nicole's beginning to feel like a little fish in a big glass bowl surrounded by piranhas. So I'm very excited to read this book. I actually got a little bit of like Stephen King vibes off of this, just based off like the cover itself and like the font and everything, and how the synopsis was written, and yeah. So these are all the books that I picked up from my Chapters Indigo haul for myself. Yeah, like I said, leave a comment down below if you guys have any psychological thriller recommendations for me. Leave a comment down below which book you think I should read first. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.